Alright, we're September 11th at about 4:30 Pacific time. So as I said, we'll go around the car, show you the little odds and ends, try and make it as clear as possible. So there's the stop text right there, 4-piston front, 2-piston rear, and we can go around the rims and you can see that they are a little bit brake dusty, but you know, in great condition. Now as for that little scrape on the bumper that I talked about, I'll go ahead and I'll use my finger as kind of a measurement right there so you can see that. I hope that's focused enough for you to see it, but I'm not a big guy, so my fingers should give you an idea. Not very much, but if you're looking, you'll see it. Got the clear markers right there. You can see the reflection off the bumper, so you can tell the paint's nice. But again, it's kind of dusty. The lights, with having 11,000 miles on it, you normally get that foggy, you know, just dim look. But no, these are about as good as you can do. We'll go over, show some of the engine. We've got the APS tower brace going over here. A lot of stainless piping and whatnot. You know, you got your coolant temp sensor and throttle body and all that good stuff. Here's the covers that I was referring to with the cam gears. Back here, if I can get good enough, you can see our fuel pressure regulator, and there's the fuel return system right there. It's running Denso injectors. I believe they're 650 or 700 cc. So, like I said, no expense was spared, and I'm sure you've heard of Denso. We've got our, let's see if this will focus. Yeah, we've got our authentic coil rad right there. I'll show you the condition of the intercooler. I mean, there's really no rocks or anything that's flown in it. It's in perfect shape. Got a, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that, but we have the oil cooler right there. It's very bright right now, so it's kind of working against us. So, again, just showing the car, trying to get her in focus here. Got the short little stubby antenna. We got our rear. Get her back into focus here, and you'll see. Again, they're pretty dusty. There's a beautiful set of numbers and letters right there. But as I was talking about with the center cap, you can see that it came out. But again, you know, pop it off and there you go. But that's what that is. So here's the stop text in the rear, 2-piston rears. We got the clear rears. You can see the exhaust. Gosh, this sun is just, let me try and get the other angle over here. Almost looks like a factory exhaust when you look at it. You know, nothing. It's all go, no show. Got our Hotchkiss undersways, and you can see that these are a serious exhaust. It's not your eBay. But again, look at just how clean everything is under here. No leaks, nothing like that. You can see the canisters up there, resonators. But again, it's a testament to the low mileage. Just gets better and better and better. Yeah, we'll go down here to that rim. Go on our lip right there. No curb rash there. It's got a slight tint on the windows, just enough to keep the people you don't want to see you out. And it keeps it cooler in the summer when this thing is actually driven. There's a front passenger tire right here. and then you'll see there's the other part. That just looks like a rock chip right there. I'm not running a license plate, but if it's required for you to have a license plate in the front, you've got your factory or non-factory drill holes right here for your license plate. Got our blow-off valve, charge pipe, all that stuff. Now, moving on to the subtleties of the interior. I mean, you can look at the seats. They're about as brand new as they can be. You know, no wear in the seats at all. Probably could use a little bit of a vacuum. See a little speck right there. And then our passenger seat. Yeah, again, could use a little bit of a vacuum. I haven't cleaned it or anything, but there's the custom floor mats, Turbo Z. We got our gauge cluster in the cubby, and these are all aftermarket. They're not factory at all. They're all Defi gauges. And you have a computer that runs it, set your warnings. You're probably familiar with that. The HKS unit right here, the navigation, and then our Blitz electronic boost controller, which I really like the fact that you can close everything up. And look at that. Now it's a stock 350Z with some rims. So there we go. Again, a testament to the low mileage. You can see no wear on the pedals. Again, it probably needs to be vacuumed a little bit, but the other floor mat right there. It's the subtle things, you know what I mean? I went ahead, since I'm running 19s, we'll pop the trunk, and you know, trunk stays up just fine. You know, there's no issue with the charge cylinders or anything. I took the spare tire out, and I took the top flooring, but I still have that. I just took it out. You know, I didn't see a need for it, so you know, I'll give you a rear view of the car right here. It just looks as factory as it could, with a little, you know, satellite radio thing or a little navigation thing, as somebody outside would see it. So they're not going to go out of their way to say, oh, this is a souped up car, let's steal it. All go, no show. So I hope this gives you a little bit. And we've got our tags as well, good all the way for another year, so you're good on that. So I really wish the sun wasn't so bright. Hopefully it'll show up better when I actually post it up on YouTube. I'll make sure to make it high def. We've got our other light here, but I'll show you. No damage on that, and no fogging or anything ugly like that. Just some little odds and ends. You'll see the stance coilovers, the top of them anyway. And I could go above and beyond the call and jack the car up so you could see the whole underside, but I'm sure you've seen the underside of a car before, and aftermarket suspension, so you know what to expect. But yeah, no window chips, anything in the windshield, nothing like that. A little bit of dust just from sitting so long. But yeah, I mean, trim is all as good as factory. Like I told you, I mean, I wasn't exaggerating at all when I said that it's as close to factory as it can be, just because 11,000 miles still keeps it in the showroom condition. And I don't drive it in adverse weather, so naturally with this much power, it gets a little scary when you drive it in adverse weather. But yeah, in the video you saw before, that's behind the plastic, it's your air fuel. But let me see if I can, you can still see, it's just perfect for the tack to be able to see. So again, it looks just like factory mounting. So yeah, I hope this gives you a good idea of the condition that I've kept the car in. So yeah, I'll go ahead at the 10-minute mark here and I'll cut it off, and I'll post this onto YouTube. That way you can view it and hopefully fall in love like I did.